Welcome back friends. This is the inventory tracker and management software version 2. The first version of this software I have already uploaded in my channel. This was the first version of this software. Based on the users feedback and suggestion, I have created this second version of the inventory tracker and management software. First of all, I'll show you what are the changes made here in this second version. Then I'll show you how to operate this software. And finally, I'll show you how to download the software and set it off before using. In the previous version, some user reported that this from date and to date is not working properly. It means when they select a previous date, then click on the refresh button, the transactions displayed here is not showing. So here in this version, I have fixed this. Like if I take here a previous date, and click on refresh, here you see the transactions updates automatically for this selected date range. The another change I have done here is I have removed the save workbook button. In the previous version there was this save workbook which is used for saving the workbook after adding or updating the record, and in this version I have removed the save workbook button by using here automatic saving feature. Every time a new record is added, updated or deleted, the workbook gets automatically saved. So you don't need to worry about saving the workbook here. The next change is I have added here a delete button. This delete button is used for deleting a specific transaction. The another change made is in the item master. Here in the item master, I have added this import from Excel button and the delete button. This delete button is to delete a specific record, and this import from Excel button is to import the item master data from a Excel workbook. If you have already prepared the item master data in an Excel worksheet, then you can import it by using the import from Excel. So these are the change and improvements made here in this second version of inventory tracker and management. Let's head into the second part of the video, that is how to operate this software. First of all, open the inventory track and management Excel workbook. To launch the software, click on this open inventory management software button. This is the main window of this software. First of all, you have to add the item master data by clicking on this item master. This will open a new window where you need to enter the details of the item name, purchase price per unit and selling price per unit. If you have already prepared the item master data in a Excel worksheet, then you can import it by using the import from Excel. Here you see in the desktop I have an item master workbook. Let me open this. And the item master data is given here. You have to prepare the item master data in this format, like serial number, item name, purchase price per unit and selling price per unit, and it should be in the first sheet of the workbook. Let me close this. Open inventory management software, click on item master. Now click on import from Excel. This will open the file browser. Let me go to desktop, then select this item master workbook. Double click on it. And here you see item master successfully updated from external Excel file. And the details of the items is imported, like the serial number, item name, purchase price per unit and selling price per unit. If you don't have the Excel file where there is details of the items, then you can manually enter it here. Simply go to the item name, then put here the item, for example laptop. In the purchase price per unit, let me put here 56,000, and in the selling price per unit, let's put here 59,000. Now click on the add button. Then here you see the new item is added. After adding all the inventory items in this item master, now you can close this window. As soon as you close the window, here you see in the closing stock, the items are automatically given, and currently the balance stock is given as 0 because I haven't done any transaction yet. Let me add here a purchase transaction. For the transaction date, you can select the date by clicking on this calendar, and in the calendar the current or today's date is auto selected. If you want to enter a backdated transaction, then you have to click on the back date. Then the 27th April 2025 is given here. In the item name, you can choose from the item list If this item list is big, then you can search it over here. Click on the box, then type the product name. For example, when you type television, then this is automatically given here. In the quantity, let me put 24 units. In the transaction type, you can select either stock in or stock out. Let me take this stock in transaction. The price will be automatically given. The purchase price per unit will be given here in case of stock in, and the selling price per unit will be given here in case of stock out. Here you see price auto change. Let me take stock in. Then to add this transaction, click on the add button. Record has been added and workbook saved. Click on OK. Now the added transaction is not visible here because by default this will show the transaction of today only. Like here in the from date and to date, the current date is given by default. To see the previous transaction or to see the transaction for a specific range, you have to update the from date and to date. Let me go to this from date calendar, then select here the previous date because there is a transaction in 27th of April. So let me select 27 here, then click on refresh. And here you see the transaction of 27th April is visible here. Let me add here another transaction by clicking on the calendar, then take the current date. In the item, let me select refrigerator. Quantity is 24 unit. Transaction type is stock in and click on the add. Click on OK. Here you see new transaction is added. And here you can see the purchase value is automatically calculated. Sales value is 0 because I haven't done any sales transaction or stock out transaction here. The stock value is calculated here. The stock unit is 48 unit, which is calculated from this balance stock. And the gross profit value is 0 because I haven't made any sales transaction. Let me add here a sales transaction by selecting television. Quantity is suppose that 3 unit. Transaction type is stock out. Then click on the add button. Record has been added. Here you see the stock out is added here and the profit is calculated, and here in the gross profit it is automatically given and the sales value is also updated here. And if you see in the closing stock, the stock of television is now 21 unit. We purchased 25 unit and sold 3 unit, so the balance is 21. Let me add here some more transaction before exploring other features. Now if you want to view category wise transaction here, then you can choose either stock in or stock out by clicking on this. Let me click on stock in, and here you see only the stock in transaction are visible. If you click on the stock out, only the stock out transaction is visible, and when you click on all the transaction is visible. If you want to export this detail of the transaction to an Excel workbook, then you can click on export to Excel button. And here you see the transaction is exported. Close this. If you want to export stock out transaction only, select the stock out, then click on export to Excel. And here you see only the stock out transaction is exported. Similarly, to export the closing stock details, click on export to Excel button. And here you see the details of closing stock is exported. If you have big list of items here, then you can search a specific item by putting here the keyword. To find out television, you can put here tele, click on show, then only the television will be visible here. To show all the closing stock, remove this keyword from here, then click on the show button. Here you see all the stock is given. Let's see how to update a transaction. Suppose that if you did a mistake here in this particular transaction, the quantity should be 24 but you entered 30. In that case, you can double click on this transaction. After double clicking, the details will populate here in the text box. Here in the quantity, make the change. Let's make it 24. Then click on the update button. Here you see data has been updated and workbook saved. Click on OK. And here you see the change is made. If you want to delete a particular transaction, Then you have to click on the transaction to delete. Then click on the delete button. Do you really want to delete the selected record? Click on yes. And here you see record has been deleted and workbook saved. Click on OK. Similarly, in the item master as well, you can update or delete a record. To update, double click on a record, then change the values here. Let me make it 15,000. Then click on update button. Item successfully updated in item master. Here you see the value is changed. Similarly, to delete a record, you can select the record, then click on delete. Do you really want to delete the record? Yes, and the record is deleted. If you want to export this item master data, you can click on this export to Excel button. And here you see the item master data is exported. Let's head on to the third part of the video, that is how to download this software and set it up for the first use. To download the software, open any internet browser. In the internet browser, open the website, that is www.learnexcelandsheets.com. In the search bar, type here inventory, track and management. Then click on the search. Here in the search result, you will see this inventory track and management software in Excel VBA. Click on this. Now scroll down and at the end of this article, you will see this software download link. Click on the download button and choose the location to download the software. Click on save. Now go to the download location. Here you see inventory management software is downloaded in a compressed zipped folder. For the first time only, you have to set it up few things. First of all, right click on this downloaded folder, then click on extract all. Then click on extract. Here you see the extracted folder. Open the extracted folder where you have the inventory management Excel workbook. Right click on this workbook, then click on properties. In the properties window, click on this unblock option, then click on apply OK. Now double click on this to open the software. Here you will see this security warning message. Click on the enable content. Now you are ready to use. Simply click on the open inventory management software and a blank software is opened. Now you can start using this software. If you have any feedback, queries or suggestions, please write it in the comment section below, which will be very useful for me to develop the third version of the software. Thank you so much for watching. See you in next video.